Hello students, my name is Sumit Mehta. So in today's lecture, we will discuss about properties of determinants. Okay, so I am starting with property number 1, which is the value of the determinant. The value of the determinant remains unchanged if its rows and columns are interchanged. Are interchanged. Okay, so this is property 1. So how to verify this property, student? Okay, we will verify all the properties in our next lecture by solving some questions based on it. So I am writing down all the properties here first. Okay, which is the first property is the value of the determinant remains unchanged if its rows and columns are interchanged. Like if R1 interchanges to R2, the value of the determinant will not get altered. Okay, now let's move to property number 2. If any two rows of a determinant are interchanged, then sign of the determinant changes. Means if we shift R1 to R2 and R2 to R1, the sign of the determinant value will get changed. Okay, now let's move to property number 3, which is if any two rows of a determinant are identical, if any two rows of a determinant are identical, then the value of the determinant, then the value of the determinant is 0. Okay, so if any two rows or any two columns are similar, then we can say that if any two rows, or you can write, or columns. Okay, so now let's move to property number 4. So if each element of a row if each element of a row or a column of a determinant is multiplied by a constant k, is multiplied by a constant k, then its value gets multiplied by k. Then its value get multiplied by k. Okay, students. So what it is saying, this property is saying that if each element of a row or a column is multiplied by a constant, then the value of the determinant gets multiplied by k. Now let's move to property number 5. So student, here is the property number 5. If some or all elements of a row, all elements of a row or column of a determinant are expressed as sum of two items, as sum of two terms, then the determinant can be expressed as sum of two terms. Okay. Now let's move to property number 6. If to each element of any row, if to each element of any row or column of a determinant or column of a determinant, the equimultiples of corresponding, the equimultiples of corresponding elements of other row are added, then value of the determinant remains same. Okay. So these are all the properties, student, which we have discussed till now. Okay, and in the next lecture we will use this property, and then we will be at situation to more understand these properties. Okay, so stay tuned for next lecture on questions based on properties of determinants. Thank you. Happy learning.